So probably the question I've been asked the most by people when they find out I'm doing the 10 in 10 is how do you train for something like that? And I think the first answer is I'm really not quite sure. It's not the sort of thing you can just look up on the internet and find a 10 in 10 training plan. And I've spoken to a number of people that have run similar sorts of events before, including this 10 in 10. And again, people take different approaches. Some people run lots of marathons, so it's all about lots of distance, lots of long races, lots of back-to-back runs. Others have really just focused on getting super fit for one race, maybe a month or so before the 10 in 10, and then making sure they come here as fit and healthy as they can. So I've decided to take a little bit of both, but really focusing on the second of those. So focusing on a single race, which I think is 5 weeks before we start here, getting myself in the best shape I've ever been running wise. So lots of running, lots of miles, lots of long runs, short runs, quick runs, hills. It's a lot of variety, and hopefully a little bit of rest in there as well, so that I arrive here on the 11th of May fit and healthy and ready to take the challenge on. I'm not a particularly superstitious person or runner, but I'm very methodical when it comes to preparation, the sort of hours or so before a race. I'm very meticulous. I like things to be just a certain way, whether that's organising my kit. I'm very funny about pinning my number on my vest and making sure it's absolutely square and in exactly the sort of place that I want it. Silly little things like routine. I always put my left sock on first before the right, left shoe on before the right, little things like that. So yeah, not superstitious, but a really methodical routine that I like to follow each time. So who would I like to most go on a run with? Well, there are probably quite a few people, but if it's a run like a marathon or even 10 marathons in 10 days, it would have to be Eddie Izzard. I've been a big fan of Eddie as a comedian for more than 20 years, but to see the way he's approached running with no running background and some of the challenges he's done, I think it would just be fantastic to spend hours on the road with him. He's shown a real strength of character in the way he's approached his multi-day challenges. So when the going gets tough, to have someone that's able to dig so deep will just be wonderful. But on top of that, just spending hours with someone who makes you laugh and you can just talk complete nonsense with would just be an absolute pleasure. So people ask, why am I running the 10 in 10? And I think there's a couple of reasons for me. First, I've been here to Windermere to run the marathon the last couple of years, and I've just seen the togetherness and the special thing that the group running the 10 in 10's had, and it's something that I wanted to be a part of and share myself. So being part of that event and being part of the group is a big thing for me. And the second really is just to support the work of the charity here at Brathay. Most of the running that I've done has all been about myself, my own goals, my own achievements. But this is a real opportunity to put those skills and that time and commitment to a much wider benefit, and in the hope raise lots of money with the thanks of everyone that supported me, and to put that to some great use.